All right, this next technique that we're going to learn this week, like I said, we're going to have fun. You notice we have a mat out here now. These mats, this is I think a 4 foot by, I want to say 8 foot, and you can pick them up fairly cheap, anywhere between $50 and $70 on Amazon or Wish or something like that. We're going to end up having to utilize this mat, and if you've got back problems or anything that won't allow you to do this technique, I'm going to show you an alternative to it, all right? But I stress, if you cannot do this, or you're afraid you're going to hurt yourself doing this, don't do it, all right? Because normally, you're doing this in a school supervised, and there's an instructor there helping you along the way so that you don't injure yourself while you're trying to learn. I'm going to show you how to do this from a starting point, and then you should be able to complete the technique after you've gone through several rotations of practice from a lower position, okay? So we're going to give this a shot. Again, if you, for some reason, don't think you can do this after you've seen it, please do not attempt to and hurt yourself, because if you do, we are not responsible for your injuries, all right? You're doing this at your own risk, so that's the way it rolls, right? So if this particular attack, the attacker comes up from behind, and what's going to happen is you might be walking down the street, you might just be standing there, but whatever the reason is or whatever position you're in, there's no wall or anything in front of you, and there's no people in front of you, okay? The attacker comes up from behind and they push you, right, in the back. So push, you go forward. Maybe you trip, maybe the push is so hard that you can't control yourself, and so you start to fall, right? So we're going to show you how to fall into this and still come out of it in a position of defense, where you can defend yourself, all right? Obviously, if they push you from behind, you want to just take a couple of steps and turn around and be able to attack, or another option is they push you from behind and you step out to off angle, right? Because if they're coming this way, then you want to step out off angle, all right, which is going to throw them off a little bit. They're not going to be able to continue their attack directly at you. You're going to have to suddenly shift their direction, okay? Now, in those situations, that's where the push is not hard enough to knock you down. In the situation we're talking about for this technique, Crouching Tiger, the attacker has really come out and really thrown a nice little push at you with some serious force. And not only that, once they push you, they're following up on you. They're stepping to you, okay? So go ahead and push. I'm going to do the technique. She's going to follow up with me. So we're going to do the technique, and then I'm going to go back and explain how to do the technique, all right? So she pushes. Yeah. All right, she's right there. Side fist, which causes her to bend over. Boom. Palm strike into the face as I come up. So you roll into a Crouching Tiger, right? They're right here because you don't have time to stand up. They're already on top of you. All right, one more time. Don't delay as much this time because the guy's coming right after you, right? So he pushes. Boom. Go down. As I turn around, she's right there. Boom. Side fist, palm striking up. Okay? If the person hasn't come right up on you, then sure. You come around, they're not there, go ahead and stand up and get into a fighting stance. All right? But in this scenario, the attacker has followed you and is right on you. All right? And if I tried to stand up immediately, one more time, I go into the roll, I try to stand up, boom, they're right there. Okay? They're already on top of me. Okay? So instead, I come up on the knee, they're right here, boom, I come in, straight up, now I'm standing up. Okay? So, everybody happy? Okay, everybody's like, I gotta go buy me a mat now. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go over this, and then I'm gonna show you the alternative. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself a couple of things about rolling. One is you're thinking, yeah, well, if I'm in a parking lot and it's asphalt, I'm not rolling, right? That's gonna hurt. I'm gonna scoot this forward a little bit. This floor that we're on right now is solid cement, all right? Just has a little layer of linoleum covering on it. It's not quite as bad as asphalt, but if you do the roll technique properly, it won't hurt or if it does, it'll be very minor, or you'll get some minor scratches. If you do it improperly on a hard surface, yes, you can end up seriously hurting your head, your neck, okay? So you want to practice this roll so that it becomes second nature. All right? You don't want to just do it a couple of times and be like, oh yeah, that was fun, I'm going to move on in my life, and then try to do it in a technique, because you will probably fail. All right? That's why repetition is your friend. So when you do this, again, this is solid cement. That's all there is to it. It doesn't matter that it's solid cement. I can roll across this, not all day because you get a little dizzy, but I can roll across it several times without getting hurt, right? So, now, if you want to practice and you don't have a mat, then I suggest you go outside where it's soft, you got softer grass to do it. And if you can purchase a mat, then do so. Or even if you can just get those little thin mats that you can get to link together, you can use those too to help cushion this. So, the way this is going to work, I'm going to do this from the front so you can see it. We're going to start on our knees, all right? And you're going to form a triangle, like so with your hands. Now, if I'm going to roll, I'm not going to roll straight down. That is the best way to crack your head into the ground, all right? What's going to happen is, because your arms may not be able to support your body weight when you go like that. So what's going to happen is I'm going to place my hands to the side in line with my shoulder, all right? Doesn't matter if it's right or left, whichever is more comfortable for you. You should practice on both sides though. Place it to the right or in line with my shoulder here. This elbow of the opposite arm is going to collapse. As it does, I'm not literally slamming my elbow into the ground. It's going to fold under me, all right? And I'm going to end up rolling right here along this shoulder. But what I have to do is I've got to tuck my head underneath, and it has to go through this hole right here. You see what I'm doing? I'm setting this to the side and I'm creating a hole for my head. So, you know, you got to kind of put your head back here towards your armpit. Hope you pounded deodorant today, all right? So, you're going to come down, and it's going to go right through there, and you're going to roll on this shoulder. So when I do it from the side here, I come down, like so, collapse, I'm going to roll on this shoulder, and over. Notice when I come up, I've got one leg bent, one leg straight, okay, or slightly bent. The reason is the momentum is going to carry me forward, all right? I'm going to roll up on this knee into a kneeling position, like so. From there, I can quickly rotate back around, or from there, I can go ahead and stand up into a fighting position. So, right here, get your knees. All right, so when she starts this, she's going to make the triangle, all right? And she chooses that side, then what she's going to do is this arm's going to collapse. You choose whichever one's most comfortable for you, but her head's going to tuck, just like that, and it's going to go under. And as it does, she's going to kick up over the top. So you see how her head's just going to slide right into that hole. It's not going to hit the ground. It never hits the ground. It never comes close to hitting the ground. All right, maybe close, but it never hits the ground. Your head never hits the ground on this, okay? Your shoulder does, and then right along here, right along your back. Okay, so go down, go ahead and kick it over, just like that. She comes over, boom, and right up. Okay? So, one more time. Again, I'm kind of just at an angle so you can see it. Slap down here, okay? Tuck my head in, just like this. Collapse that elbow, and roll that shoulder down, okay? Just like that. Now, once you've gotten good at it from your knees, then take it from a standing position. Bring it down. If you can't bend all the way and touch the floor, that's okay. Squat down, okay? And then get your momentum going. And you're just going to put your hands down and tuck your head. Just like that. And straight up, okay? Once you've got that down, then, all right, you don't have to do the slow bend over. You just pick a point out there, kind of fall forward, and as you do, you go into the rotate. You still have to kick yourself up. You can't just literally fall. You have to bounce off of your feet here a little bit, all right? Later on, you can get into doing rolls like that, okay? Where you're going up and over. Don't try that at home right now, okay? You stick with the basic straightforward roll from behind, down, and I'm up, all right? So, one more time for the technique. So she's going to push me, follow up. Yeah. I go down, she's right there, boom, side twist, and drive it up. I don't really care which hand you strike with here, whether it's this, it's preferably off the rear side, side fist, upward palm, okay? But if they're on you and you just go side fist, upward palm, that's fine too. All right, if you're on the other side fist, upward palm with the other hand, okay? Or direct strike, upward palm. The main thing is they're on you, you tuck in, you cover up so they can't hit you, or if they're trying to hit you, boom, come in, growing, and then boom, straight up into that palm, okay? That's the main thing. All right, now, last piece here, right here. Let's suppose, we're a little winded, we've been doing this, practicing this prior to this video, so, okay, we've been doing a lot of rolling today. So, the next part, the alternative is, if you can't do the roll, right? What can happen, they push you from behind, you start to fall, push, I start to fall. Well, I don't want to just go down like this, okay? I'm in trouble at this point, right? I also don't want to just go, oh, like this, because the person's following up on me, I'm in trouble now, right? So now I've got to defend from the ground, okay? All right, so I don't want to do that. And if there's more than one of them, that's really bad, okay? So, another alternative is you get pushed, you start to fall, just take a knee, all right? He's coming up on me, right here, palm strike, and I'm up. Same move, and I can even do it with a couple of steps. They push me, I'm like, whoa, boom, down, right there, and I'm up, okay? The main thing is to get into this kneeling position so that when they come up on you, boom, you're in, and you strike again, okay? All right, so again, do the roll at your own risk. I'm not there to help you. I'm not there to make sure you're not going to hurt yourself, all right? Do not start diving over things. Again, that's not what we're telling you to do. You're falling forward. It's a simple roll, okay? Practice starting low and go up to standing, all right? Again, taking it, you're doing it at your own risk, all right? But that is crouching tiger. If you have any questions or need any help or want me to check out a video of you doing a roll to try to help you figure out what you're doing wrong, upload it, and I'll take a look at it, all right?